everyone. This is Paris. I'm here with the 411 for the Gospel of Jesus Christ. This is just a confess your truth moment. Confess your truth moment. It's some questions that I have that other people may have asked as well, along with some answers. And it is a real transparent moment, just being real, vulnerable, and real, and authentic. When we are confessing our truth, are we admitting to God what hurts us? When you don't know how or simply just don't know, can you admit it to God? Do you truly love yourself? Have you sat down and asked God to show you what it is that you're struggling with and how you can be open with Him about it? Even if you know what you're struggling with, have you sat down and was honest to God about it? I know that sometimes it's hard for us to be able to express it and be honest about things, but you have to ask God how you can be able to admit something and not feel guilty about it. And we have to also stop acting like we're not being heard, because we are being heard. When we think God is mad at us, or we think He don't want to hear from us, that's a lie. God is not mad at you, and He wants to hear from you every day. Sometimes we may feel like we're talking too much, but we're not. And we also have to make room to hear what God is saying. Can you admit the things you're doing and know you don't supposed to do? As in criticism, being unkind, secretly envy, jealousy, being cruel, being nice to others, but in your thoughts you curse them, unforgiving, speaking down on others because that's really how you feel about yourself, being toxic, being mad at others or picking on them about any little thing instead of building them up. In order for you to be free and live a free life, we have to confess to God about what we're battling with. This is a part of being in a relationship with God. We have to wait patiently on Him. Place our hope in Him. His word is what gives us hope. Are you pushing yourself so hard, or have you forgave yourself? God doesn't want us to push ourselves so hard to the point we try to ask Him questions and answer them. We can't do both. We can't be God and serve Him. Are you worried? Because if you are, we have to trust God with the strength that He gave us. We have to practice changing our mindset, and it's not going to happen overnight. Are you focused? Is it a good thing or a godly thing of what you are doing in your life? We have to stop apologizing for becoming a better version of ourselves. Do you recognize the patterns or changes in your life? What I mean by patterns is old patterns of what you used to do. And changes. Are you changing from old habits, embracing the new? We also have to stop people pleasing. There was a time when I was people pleasing, and I was tearing myself down because I felt bad that maybe this person won't like me, maybe my family member won't love me, and why are they mad at me? What can I do for them to be happy? Just beating myself up, or they might not like the way I do this. They might be mad at me if I do that. And God doesn't want us to be people pleasers. And sometimes we have to say no, and it's okay. We have to please God and not man. So it's okay for us to say no. God will also show us the people who are not for us. And that's when boundaries come in at. And that's when God says we have to guard our heart with all diligence, because out of it springs forth the issues of life. Have you adapted to your process of your journey? God is a God who does not waste. So whatever you think God can't or won't use, you have to stop limiting him and trying to think for Jesus. You should constantly do a heart check because it's a part of your growth. Sometimes we have to check or test ourselves. Like, we will say, I forgive, I'm healed, I'm not mad, but deep down, we haven't really properly healed. We have not forgiven them. We're still holding on to stuff. God says he will give you beauty for your ashes. It's through God that we get direction. That's why we have to include him in everything, because he is the one who gives us the visions and the ideas and the strategies. But some of us will take it and do our own thing without including God. And we wonder why things didn't turn out right, because we have to include God in everything. But these are a few questions and answers that I had. And again, this is called Just Confess Your Truth. Have a good one, everyone.